Hi everyone, my name is Jessica, and this is going to be a special message for the collective. Spirit told me that they wanted me to make a special message for all of you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the tarot cards and see what the theme of this message is all about. Okay, what's the theme, Spirit? The moon. Okay, so it could have to do with fears, the unknown, some type of illusion, the mystery. Maybe you're unsure of something. Okay, it could have to do with sadness, or you just know something and maybe you don't understand how it is that you know. Okay, all right. Spirit, why do we need this message now? Can you tell me why we need this message now? The Star. Okay, so some of you might be feeling a little bit down. You need some hope. You need to keep the faith about something. You want to persevere and get through things. Okay, this will help calm you, maybe renew you, bring you back to center type of energy, because the Star is very healing, rejuvenation, and renewal. A type of it speaks of success. Okay, so maybe this will help you understand something better and get some clarity to help you get through something, is the reason why we need this reading. Okay, so Spirit told me to ask them that they wanted to give you some messages. So Spirit, is there messages that you want to give the collective now? Trust your intuition. They're saying you need to focus on what you can control. Don't worry about what you can't control. Things will work out in due time. You are on a journey, and the journey will take turns. Let things flow. You can conquer this. Okay. All right, so there's some messages from Spirit. Okay, so things will work out in time. You've got to trust your intuition and your instincts and the journey that you're on, is what Spirit wants you to know now. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm going to pull some from these cards. Let's see. Okay, so we got greed. So maybe y'all are the collective is dealing with something that's trying to take from you. Someone's trying to take. They're greedy. You have a greedy energy in your energy. Or maybe someone's possessive with you and your time. You're dealing with some type of greed. Be that energetic, be that financial. Okay, we have Door of Dreams. So there's some type of way that you can master this situation, but you have to trust your intuition and walk through the right doors. Okay, and then we have Ascension. So elevation and seeing things maybe from a bigger perspective, a higher viewpoint, could help you get through this. So look at things in a different standpoint. Maybe rely on different aspects. Different sources can help you to overcome this situation. There's just not one way to overcome. There might be more than one way to figure this out and to be able to get to the top of the situation. Okay? All right, let's pull some earth and bone. Can you give me some more guidance? We have the pack. Okay, so don't go at this alone. Whatever you're dealing with, I wouldn't go about it like you're all alone or you're by yourself. So maybe you need to approach something in a like from a soul tribe perspective. Okay? So maybe if you need to do something, don't do it alone. Bring somebody with you, or you need to take some time to reflect on what it is you really want and use your connections to your advantage with the situation you're dealing with. Okay? Is what I'm getting. Okay, we have prudence. So you need to move with caution, move with discernment, move like, you know, like with a clear mind. So don't rush into anything. You need to stop and think things through. Prudence requires patience. Prudence requires time. And it is one of being clever and knowing what you're doing before you do it. So whatever you're thinking of doing, be sure you've got a plan and you've worked things through in your head about how you want things to go. Whatever situation you're dealing with in your life. Okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just get a reading for you about the person on your mind. Okay. All right. Let's shuffle. So we're going to find, maybe this will bring you some clarity about what's going on in your life. Okay. Can you tell me about the person on the collective? Okay. We have a Knight of Pentacles. We have a Two of Wands. We have a Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. So they could be a Pisces, the person on your mind. Okay. So I feel like the person on your mind is looking at the bigger picture. And maybe they have an offer for you or something they want to give you. Okay? But possibly they're being conservative with their actions. Maybe they are being prudent and trying to think things through. And they're slow in their approach. Okay? The person on your mind is kind of at a pause in some respects. Because when you're at a crossroads, in the Two of Wands, you're standing there and you're trying to think things through and figure out what to do. So the person on your mind is trying to do what's best for them. Okay. They could be in a state of trying to free themselves from something, possibly. And they could be concerned with money and their stability and work. Okay? And they possibly could be single, the person on your mind, with the Nine of Pentacles. All right? There's something stalling this person, the person on your mind. There's some type of delay that's happening. Or maybe they're not in control of their life. Or maybe their life is not as it appears. And they don't have a grip on their life, possibly. But maybe they want to appear like their life is more together than it is with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Can you clarify the Knight of Pentacles? Can you clarify the Knight of Pentacles? Okay. I've got 3 cards. Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay. I feel like the person on your mind misses you with the Six of Cups. And maybe there's a charm to you. There's a little bit of innocence towards you. Maybe you're someone who brings energy of lightness to you, of positivity. Maybe when they think of you, they smile, okay? And they feel like you're a responsible person because I'm clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Now, you feel familiar to this person with the Four of Wands, and they feel like you bring lightheartedness to their energy, okay? They feel they want to express to you that they do want to give you love with the Queen of Cups, okay? And they could be a water sign. You inspire this person. You make this person feel like excited and like anything is possible with the Page of Wands. And I clarify that with the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this person wants to tell you that they feel a lot for you. Like they feel alive when they're with you. Like maybe you make this person laugh and you make this person feel like light, and you bring joy into this person's life. The person on your mind does feel they feel a lot for you because you feel familiar, you feel like safe. That's what it is. You make this person feel safe. And I don't think a lot of people have had that impact on this person. Okay? Like, they know that they could trust you. And that's hard to come by. But I need to clarify the Six of Swords because that's here. What's the Six of Swords about? What's the Six of Swords about? Okay, I feel like this person left you behind because there was someone else with the Five of Wands. Okay? Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Yeah. The person on your mind left you behind because they were already in some type of commitment that involved children. So they left you behind because of they had responsibilities. They already had a connection, is what I'm getting. Okay? Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Yeah. You had an enemy, whether you knew it or not, that got in between the two of you. Okay? And this person thought that this was a game. And they just wanted to win at all costs. So there was someone else who thought that that knew about you, I feel like, and decided that they had to have your person. And they did whatever it took to get your person. Okay? And that's the reason why you two aren't, possibly you're not in communication, because we've got the Six of Wands. So I feel like this person left you behind. Okay? And it was because of a third-party intervention type of energy. Okay, clarify the Two of Wands, please. Clarify the Two of Wands. Okay, I've got the Ten of Wands, but reversed, clarifying the Two of Wands. I'm going to clarify that more. Can you tell me about the Ten of Wands reversed? Tell me about the Lovers. Tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about Strength. Okay. Alright, I feel like the person on your mind, there's two ways they can go about their life. Okay? They could try to come back to you, or they can continue on in the path that they're already been on. Because your person's been on a path. Okay? Now, they feel like their current situation is one where they're doing it all. Okay, so the other person is not supporting them. They don't feel supported in their life. Okay? Now, when it comes to love, they're in a relationship where it's one-sided, is what I'm getting. Okay? Now, they don't like this, the person on your mind. They want to take a different direction. They want to move away from this connection where they feel burdened down by it. Okay? They feel overstressed and burned out because they want to release this. Okay? With the Chariot card, the person on your mind could be a Cancer or a Gemini. Okay? They're trying to overcome this situation that they find themselves in. I just dropped the Two of Wands. Okay, so I think that's a sign that your person doesn't know what to do when I drop the Two of Wands, because that's at a crossroads. That's a crossroads card. So your person is going back and forth. All right. So they're trying to be courageous with their next move. Okay? They want to have a new beginning in love. So I feel like they want to drop this burden. They have a burden that they are dealing with. Okay? And they are stressed out by it. And they want to leap into the unknown. So they want to change their path. They do. They want to take a different path. But they do have fears when it comes to the new. And the mystery and the unknown scares this person. So moving toward the new does scare them. So they don't know what to do, is what I'm getting. Okay? So, it might be a case of, well, better the devil you know than the one you don't type of energy. I'm going to pick up that card. Okay. Or maybe they are, since I said that, maybe they're dealing with someone who is unpredictable and threatens them and has threatened them in the past, or has leverage over them, possibly. Someone who has said something like, well, if I can't have you, then no one can. And has threatened, made threats that are kind of out there type of person. Okay? That could be the case. Because I'm picking up on that energy. All right, can you Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please. Clarify. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Okay, clarify the Sun. What the? Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like this person... Okay, the person on your mind let you go with the Nine of Pentacles. And this was very painful for them. They didn't... It hurt them to let you go. Okay, this wasn't something easy for them to do. To let you go. Alright? With the Sun card, they could be a Leo. But they didn't want to tell you. The reason they let you go, and maybe you don't know this, is because this person lives a very unconventional lifestyle. And they didn't want to tell you about it. They didn't want to fess up to it. They didn't want... You didn't have the whole picture, is what I'm getting. And this person didn't want to tell you about their unconventional lifestyle because I feel like they're on the down low and they like to keep it that way. They're concerned about what other people think of them, but also they don't want to live by society's rules either. So they for some of you, this person has a pretend persona. Okay, so they pretend to be one person in their life, but they're not that person. They're a totally different person than what they project. So they're projecting, and maybe they projected their fake persona onto you. So they already had told you they were this one person. Well, they didn't want to tell you that's not actually them. Okay? All right? And they didn't want to tell you that they like options in life. Okay? They know that you're confused by this situation. Okay? Because they cast an illusion. They told you one thing, and that's not them. Okay? They were wearing a mask. The person on your mind. Because you were not the only person in their life. They had quite a few people that they were involved with. Because they're unconventional with they could be a Taurus. Okay? This person thinks they like to sample lots of candy. They just don't have one piece of candy. They have different pieces of candy, okay? They like the rainbow. All right? Because I'm getting a King of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Cups. So this person is greedy, and that's why we got the Greed card. This person is greedy with their sexuality. Okay? Because with the Hierophant in reverse, it talks about going against the grain, unconventional, foolish, generosity. All right, so they like to give. They like to give to lots of people. They feel like they should spread the love all around, if you know what I mean. Okay? But they have an ulterior motive to giving of their love. This person gives of they give of themselves, if you know what I mean. But they also expect to be taken care of from their giving, okay? So they want the benefits to their giving because they're a King of Pentacles in reverse, all right? They want to be they need to be materially satisfied, and they will give to you in other ways. So they are parasitic in a lot of ways. The person on your mind, they prey on people. They give of themselves, but they also prey on people. And so this person probably goes from one option to the next, is what I'm getting. Okay? Now, this person thinks highly of you. Okay? With the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups, this person, they think you're classy. And they're not like that. They're not a person who, they like to appear classy, the person on your mind, but they're not classy. They're alternative. Okay, is what I'm getting. So they didn't want to tell you. You possibly make this person nervous. You intimidate them because you're very classy and you're top notch. Okay, and they're used to more of a karmic connection. They're used to a sexual connection. And I feel like with you, it was a different type of connection. There was emotions involved with you two, okay? And that scares this person, is emotions. Emotions scare them, but also you intrigue them. They're very intrigued by you with the Moon card. Okay, I feel like you're mysterious, and your mysteriousness has this person probably a bit obsessed. Okay, because you're not like other people. You stand apart. You stand alone. And this person, because you're different and you're not like the others, that's what makes this person like they can't, this person burns for you, I would say. They don't understand why they feel the way they feel about you, but they can't not feel for you. You've touched this person's soul, and I don't think other people do. I think people are a means to an end for this person, but you are different. You stand apart. Okay? And it's the mystery of you that really consumes them. Okay? They don't quite get you, and that's why they can't forget you. Okay? All right. Clarify the Hangman in reverse, please. Clarify the Hangman in reverse. We have Justice. Clarify Justice. They could be a Libra. The Tower. Clarify the Tower, please. The World. Clarify the World. The Devil. They could be a Capricorn. Clarify the Devil. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Okay. All right. I feel like this. All right. This person is a little bit, their life is out of control, but they're trying to control things with the Hangman, but they've lost control, and this is their justice. This is what they had coming. the way they operate and the way they go about things has caught up to them. Okay, and it's created a tower in their life. Okay, so, and I feel like for some of you, this tower is, they're experiencing an ending, like a divorce. This person is being left behind by somebody. Okay, and somebody did, they're getting their just due. Okay, somebody has done them dirty with the devil card and ended a cycle with them and put them in a third party. Okay, behind their back they had somebody else. Okay, and they were dealing with somebody like them who likes to play games, who manipulates, and who's very passionate. Okay, and they were dealing with somebody who needs a lot of attention, and I feel like the person on your mind needs a lot of attention. All right, so they are experiencing some type of, could be divorce, but it's a breakup from somebody who is kind of like them. I feel like they've met their match, and that's their karma. Okay. All right, and also this person could have involved them with the justice. I wonder if this person involved them. Let me clarify justice some more. They could have got them involved in something criminal too. Okay. Tell me about justice some more. Tell me about justice. Tell me more about justice. Okay. Tell me more. All right. All right. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Okay. I feel like their justice is they invested in somebody. They are in a connection, and that connection is totally like having a breakdown. Okay? Because the other person is stepping out on them. Okay? And this has caused a tower. Okay? And the end of, like, they don't want to be in this relationship anymore. So things have, that's what the world means. Things have gone full circle with them. So what goes around comes around is happening in their life. Okay? They're with somebody who's like them and is stepping out on them. Okay? But they invested in this person. They invested in somebody. Okay, they chose to invest in somebody who now they're unhappy with this person. They're dissatisfied and they don't love them. Okay? But they invested in a Queen of Wands. Okay? Who has basically delivered them their karma. Okay? This person is treating them like they don't matter, and also this person, clarifying the Queen of Wands, I got the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this person is struggling, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoid, exhausted, and has a lack of motivation. So I feel like the person they're dealing with doesn't want to take care of themselves or anybody around them. Their mental state is off. This person is experiencing some type of mental issues. And they only want to do what they want to do. Okay? And they're lazy, and they like the type of person who can't deal with reality and the facts of life and can't even deal in general. That's who they're dealing with. Somebody who just wants to check out all the time and only wants to have a good time. Okay? And this is their karma. This is justice for this person, because they tried to make a person that likes alternative lifestyle, they tried to make them like a wife or a husband. Okay? And this person is not like housewife material, but they tried to make somebody who's not that kind of person, they tried to make them that type of person. Okay? And now they're stuck with somebody who only cares about themselves and having a good time. And that's what they get. Okay? That's what they deserve, is what Spirit is saying. Okay? Because that's how they act too. They use people, they take from people, they make people feel like they don't matter. I feel like this person ghosts people. They could have ghosted you. Okay? And that's justice. Okay? All right. This is interesting. Okay. Let's get some repair, evolution, growth cards. Okay, can you give me some messages? Communication, compassion, decisions, revealed, strength, and shield. All right. I feel like Spirit is saying this person's going to come and they're going to communicate to you, and they want your compassion. Now you're going to have a decision to make upcoming, because they're going to reveal something to you. Okay? And you're going to have to decide with the Strength card what you're going to do. But Spirit is saying that you need to shield yourself and protect yourself first and foremost. Okay? That's what I'm getting with these cards. All right? So this person is going to come back around, okay? And they're going to want your sympathy and empathy, and they're going to want you to hear them out, and they're going to tell you this. They're going to reveal who they really are, I feel like, okay? But Spirit is saying protection is needed, okay? Protect your energy field, as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. You may also be in an environment for which you are absorbing negative vibes that are draining you. Okay? Call in Archangel Michael for protection and to clear your energy field. Having a practice of grounding and putting a protective bubble around you every day will be helpful. Okay, so Spirit is saying, don't let your compassion lead you in the wrong direction. Okay, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's get some cards and see what's going on with your person. These cards can reveal, like, okay, we have a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic power. So somebody could be projecting negative energy onto you. And I feel like it's possibly this person that they shacked up with. Okay? And so they're jealous of you. Okay. And they're paranoid too about you. Check yourself. Okay. So maybe check all the facts. We have secret crush, forcer, and unbothered. But unbothered was in the reverse, so I feel like somebody's bothered. But, okay. I feel like some of you have somebody upcoming that likes you. Okay? But also, I feel like the third party forced your person's hand. Okay? Forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. Okay? Because they were bothered by you. Okay? You were competition and they had to get rid of you type of energy. Okay? We have envy. So I feel like somebody's very envious of you. And maybe it's because of your light. Oh, that's mask. Okay. Somebody's envious and wearing a mask. Okay? All right? And I feel like your person likes to get a room with these options. Okay? They're a pleasure seeker. We have threatening and stalker. All right? So I feel like the third party has threatened your person and it could be stalking you, and maybe the person on your mind is also stalking you. Maybe both of them are stalking you. Okay? We have sexual protection, so be careful. This person on your mind leads an alternative lifestyle. Okay? We have grudge holders. So somebody is holding a grudge against you, I feel like. And I feel like it's the third party. Trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. All right? So maybe this person was told to leave you behind, knowing they effed up. All right, the person on your mind knows they made the wrong choice. Okay, now that they've lived with this person, and this person, okay, we have truth, date, fishing for compliments, romantic love affair, too busy winning. All right, so I feel like the person on your mind wants to tell you the truth and maybe take you out on a date. Okay, and this person needs a lot of attention and validation. Okay, and they want, I feel like you are a secret, possibly. We have secret lover and sex fix. All right, and they thought that they could get away with this, with the too busy winning. So this person thought that they could possibly keep you a secret because they had some type of, they've had somebody else. Okay, and they thought that they could hide this from them. Okay, but I feel like the truth has come out, but also this person wants to tell you the truth. Okay. We have total drama action. All right, so there could be video evidence of your person's lifestyle that the other person is holding over them. Okay, they could have evidence of them doing drugs, evidence of them with the same sex, evidence of them with sleeping with, strangers, whatever. I feel like there's evidence. Yeah, we have private relationship and don't want to hear it. This is one of the things your person is hid from you, is they had some type of alternative. They have an alternative lifestyle, but also they had a private relationship, and that's why you were a secret, okay? And they didn't want to tell you about it, okay? Possibly it was the same sex, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, but when I think of private, I think of same sex, but it doesn't have to be. We have betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. So your person has been betrayed by the person that they chose over you or that they were already involved in when you met them. Okay, that's justice. That's what Spirit is saying. That's the scales of being balanced, okay? Okay, let's see. We have fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours, impersonator, and groupie. All right, so I feel like this person has people in their lives that probably encourage this lifestyle. Also, maybe the person that they're with is copying you because they know that they're so into you. Okay? And they fought for this relationship. But also the person on your mind wants to fight for you. Okay, I feel like. All right. Let's go ahead and get some of these cards. I think it's Spill the Tea or something. We have Facade of Concern, Release Expectations, Breaking News. It's complicated. All right. So your person was hiding something that's very complicated. All right. You see this? It kind of reminds me of, a love grid. So this person might have had like a love grid going on. Okay. But something's coming out. So maybe you're going to find out something from someone else, or this person could even be on the news with breaking news. I feel like you're going to find out something, and then it's going to help you release things and let go, because this person was not sincere and had ulterior motives. Okay, they were wearing a mask, and I feel like you were in love with someone who wasn't even being authentic and real. Okay, which can happen. But maybe you saw through the mask, and that's why this person can't stop thinking about you. It's because you see them. And maybe most people don't see them, but you see them. We have new alliances and pushing boundaries. All right, so maybe this person's silent with you, and that's them playing a game. Okay, and then we have new alliances. So maybe you're going to have new people come into your life, meet new experiences, maybe a new connection too. We have hidden truth. Facts haven't been fully revealed. So you don't know the whole story here. Okay, let's get these cards. We have Ascending. So Spirit is saying that you're too good for this situation anyways, okay? And you've learned from this, you've ascended. I think you're ready for a new phase is what I'm getting. Okay, so something new is in your energy. You've turned over a new leaf. Okay, all right, let's see. Abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss, blessings. So I feel like something new is coming towards you, and it's going to be a blessing. Okay. And then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Okay, so I feel like possibly the person on your mind stalking you, and maybe they're weird, paranoid karmic is stalking you too, because they are paranoid. They came out as paranoid. We have partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the all right, so some of you are just enjoying. Maybe you're getting out there, you're socializing, and that's when you're going to meet somebody possibly. Okay? And you're happy to be free of this connection, because addictions were involved. All right, so maybe that's this person's alternative lifestyle was one that was something else that they were hiding, the mask. Okay, so I feel like this person made you think that their life was more together than it is. Okay, This person doesn't have their life is not as in order as you think it is. There's some type of addictions. And I feel like there's sex addiction is one of the addictions. Okay. We have the dragonfly, light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. All right, I think you're healing from this and you're moving forward. Okay. All right. Let me get you some of these and then we will end this reading. Spirit, is there anything else you want to say? The new is coming is what Spirit is telling me. We have guidance. All right. Seek wisdom from within and others to illuminate your path and guide your decisions. We have home. Return to inner peace and self-acceptance, feeling grounded and at ease with who you are. All right. So find your center. Find what speaks to your soul and what fulfills you. Okay. And I think you're being guided toward where you're going to feel at home. Guidance in home. And then quiet strength. All right. So in the silence, there is power. And I feel like you've taken back your power. Find power in stillness, waiting for the right moment to act. Okay. Tell me more. We have healing and vitality. All right. So I think you've healed and you've found your inner strength. Now you know what you want. And you've reignited your energy and embraced new beginnings with enthusiasm. Okay. So I feel like something new is headed your way because you have done the work and you have put in the effort and you have overcome. Okay, let's get a couple more. We have exploration. Brave new exploration of the unknown, expand horizons. So when I think of this, I think of travel. I think of possibly you're going to be moving, possibly meeting someone new. I feel like a lot of you are going to meet someone new and this person is going to like blow your mind type of energy. That's what I'm getting. All right. So I think we will end there. All right. So get ready for the new. The new is headed your way. That's what Spirit is telling me. That's what the cards are telling me. Okay. You've done the work and the new is coming.